monetary order is breaking down.
We'll establish reference prices for critical minerals, pricing that reflects real-world fair market value.
How much more pain is ahead?
More sellers than buyers.
Nothing goes up forever.
And cue the fire. Something broke completely. Well, actually, last week. Following into this week, there is no soft landing. There is nothing nice coming your way. Don't hold your breath because we have ginormous things a-coming. You better buckle up, Buttercup. Vance says U.S. will establish price floor system for critical minerals. Well, what does that mean, Bravo? How about this? Breaking news. U.S. government to set minimum silver price. Good luck on your shorts. So much for that free market thing. But if it's, right, if it's you're holding a shat ton of this stuff, right? Things are great. Come on, Bravo. The banks have been doing this for the last 20 years. Well, two wrongs doesn't make a right, Scott. Well, unless it's like math. Two negatives equal a positive. Maybe it'll work, but I hate school. But you can't have this. When you see this, silver down 40%, the system is broken. When safe haven assets swing by 40%, what is this? Is this Doge? It's your software stocks, which, yeah, it's been pretty bad. If buy and hold, guys. Remember, time in the market always never beats timing the market. Sorry that your Microsoft is down 26%. I'm sure Bill Gates will pull one out of the hat. I mean, look at some of these. Oracle down 55%. Oh, hey, where'd I put my portfolio? I have been warning you, right? A little bit. Your SaaS, Apocalypse, NASDAQ breaks key technical support. We will get to that in a second, but basically, and I'm going to add to this because you're going to go, well, how low? Well, I will give you price target, but when you hit it once, this is drywall right here. It's pretty weak. See, I drew dotted lines. Twice, thrice, and then you threw up your rice. Or if it's a Friday night, 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. You just broke through. So sayonara, NASDAQ. You know there is problems when the president of the United States, or J.D. Vance, the vice president of the United States, is like, okay, we're going to set floors for silver. It's like, what banana republic do we live in? And again, this is not normal. Total global bond market meltdown. Well, what's a bond? See, this is what you guys should be watching. The bond market is ginormous. The bond market is sniffing something out, like global chaos, check. Like debt crisis, check. How about system failure? And then wait for it, the big crash. And crash what, you ask? Will crash all this. Well, what are those circles? Well, that's your stock market, 69 trillion. Maybe after today, 65 trillion. Your bond market, almost 130 trillion. And then you have a quadrillion. We don't even want to go there. Basically, what you're currently witnessing is all of these dominoes. Yeah, and that's the Statue of Liberty. So there we go. Because when this goes, it triggers this goes, followed by a that goes, and the government comes out and is like, we're going to provide a floor. We need free market. Even though it does not exist, I just try the best I can being a kind of a capitalist. But Japan's yields are exploding, and they're dumping their, what our bonds? Like someone else's. So then our yields are exploding. Europe is right behind it, and it's all moving along. Move along here. This never happens, especially in a healthy economy. We got President Trump. Everything's very healthy. It's not. The bond market is the smartest dude in the room. When the bond market goes, it all goes. And there is no one there well, maybe he can do something. Let's listen in to the politician that I will probably be voting for in the next election. Which, unless Jesus comes back first by 2028, and there's a 99% chance, and he doesn't look happy about it. If you're wondering if I am pre-trib or post-trib, my whole audience is like, what is he talking about? In the Bible, it's whether we go through the hellfire or he takes us before the world burns down. I'm going to go through it because I'm clearly a YouTuber. And I'm married with 6 kids, so I got this. God's like, cue the fire. Bravo, you stay.
This morning, the Trump administration is proposing a concrete mechanism to return the global critical minerals market to a healthier, more competitive state. A preferential trade zone for critical minerals protected from external disruptions through enforceable price floors. We will establish reference prices for critical minerals at each stage of production, pricing that reflects real-world fair market value. And for members of the preferential zone, these reference prices will operate as a floor, maintained through adjustable tariffs to uphold pricing integrity. We want to eliminate that problem of people flooding into our markets with cheap critical minerals to undercut our domestic manufacturers, because we know, of course, that as soon as they've undercut our domestic makers, the domestic markers, they leave the market, and the people who undercut them then jack up the price to a completely unfair level. We're going to fix that problem. Together, we want members to form a trading bloc among allies and partners, one that guarantees American access to American industrial might while also expanding production across the entire zone. The benefits will be immediate and durable. Regardless of how much material flows into the global market, prices within the preferential trade zone will remain consistent.
So I'd say after he gave that speech, markets may have reacted a little bit, which is a good thing because you want to take advantage of the silver when it does that, right? Now, I know some of you guys are like, yeah, I'll buy it lower. No, you're going to buy it on the bounce. And then you're going to sell it, and you're going to use all those digits to buy lots of those. And hurry up and get to the 1%. It's not that difficult. Imagine how easy it is to actually have more silver than your entire country. Switzerland has 0 stock of silver. Quote, I spoke yesterday with a trusted person who works on the largest bullion dealers in Switzerland. They have 0 stock of zero. Was Canada? Here's something crazy. In 1965, Canada stood tall among global economic powers with over 1,023 metric tons of gold in its reserves. 2016, they had it all sold. They sold at, you couldn't have sold more at the bottom. You had fundamentals telling you don't sell. You had technicals. Trudeau, was he your king at that time? I don't know. Just to clarify this in regards to silver, everyone's like, oh, it's going up that high. Technicals, right? It's not going to go here, but it's going to retrace. Keep telling you, just swing it. And also take advantage of Palantir, please. Sitting on the 200 and you're probably going to break it with a left shoulder ahead, a right shoulder. Also have watch lists. I'll show you. I'm like an ADHD trader. You name it, I'll trade it. Bull market watch list, a bear market watch list. I even got a crypto one. I come here every day and this isn't even crypto. This is gold. And I'm like, look at that beatdown. What do you think's going to happen? Exactly when I showed you and I made, what, 10, 14% in one day on silver? It has everything to do with technical analysis. I like your fundamental. I'll take it. People keep scratching their head on this. We have a pro-Bitcoin president, a pro-Bitcoin vice president, pro-Bitcoin SEC chair, pro-Bitcoin CFTC chair. Countries are buying. Saylor is buying. Banks are buying. Everyone is buying. Then why do prices keep going down? Well, that's because it's technical. This is a Head and Shoulders. This Head and Shoulders broke. And so it's going to go down and down and down. I don't care if you're trading gold, silver, Bitcoin, Michael Saylor. And I don't care about your miner price, your production cost, your electrical cost. 71,000 for Bitcoin. That's the electrical cost. It's never dropped below that. Hey, let's take a look. You know what your mom always said, never say never. NASDAQ almost shaves off 2. I caught that this morning. I've been doing good. Actually, do not remember a day that I was not profitable at the morning trade. 1 hour. Today was a close call though. But here is your Bitcoin, 73,000, almost 72. Also, I'll be accumulating right there. I have about 364 days from the top of that market all the way there. So let's go into my box. Also, if you would like to learn how to make money in the stock market or the crypto market, I'll teach you step-by-step over 100 videos. This is my $1 million AI course. You'll like it. $299, and you get my bear market course, which it looks like you're in one. Up, and there we are, 72,000, and dropping rather quickly. Boy, I really didn't like that Head and Shoulders I told you about for the last 3 months. Also, some people think that we're going to go down into this 30K range, right? 72%. Oh, 20. Yeah, 35. I don't know. That's called really trying to grab the bottom. My non-technical friends just accumulate in that zone, right? There, and it'll be over here. Oh, and on the monthly, your Bitcoin, you broke a, A 12-year trend line. Dump, dump, dump. Also have a whale, a 13-year whale. Oh, hey, he's selling it all. Does he know something that I told you about last year? The oldest hodlers, 13 years. It even beats this guy, where he said sell it, which he's telling you to sell it now. Listen.
Bitcoin is like at 81, and you're looking at what I regard as being the single worst moment in this decline was the moment.
It's not so bad. Oh, wait, it's not at 83 anymore, right?
And 430. And then Williams comes on, and then suddenly everything's fine. I don't think so.
You don't think everything's fine?
No, there's a lot of people who have to get out.
There's a lot of people that have to get out. Let them out. For everyone that didn't listen to me last year, definitely in December, I had YouTubers attacking me. My comment section was on fire. I'm like, this is it, bear market. You're a fool, Bravo. I'm going to save this date, save this post. Okay, show it to me. Remember, kids, technical always wins. Yes, there's times where it's like, oh, hold on. And I did tell you the NASDAQ. You guys want to know what's a shake and bacon? Here, I'll show you. Even price it out for you, even though that trend line, or what is it, 10? It's the 100. That's it, SMA 100. Put in a short right there. This is what you want to do. Click on the screen, right here. You could have had it set. That's what I did today. Had a trade set. And it was really funny. I wish you could have been there. My friend was there, my daughter was there, and I set it just right at like high, wanted to just confirm. And it was just this random wick. I'm like, how did it get filled? And then lower it went. I'm like, now I got to fight this one back. But I walked away profitable, so we is good. Your NASDAQ's going right there. But Bravo, you're always in the dang way. What are we at? 560, 562. So what? 4% times 2, 8.42%. Also, could you guys do me a huge, gigantic favor? I want to know in the comments section, and it's not for engagement. Some people make you push buttons. I need to know. Like as a teacher, when hands go up in the class, I'm like, okay, I'm an idiot. I didn't explain that well. You just give me a percentage. You don't even have to write the word percentage. When I go into technical like this, what percentage do you understand? I show you this, your eyes are like, oh, that's a left shoulder, that's a head, that's a right shoulder. There's a neckline. Do you get 10%? Put 10. 50? 50. 100%, 100. I just need to know. Because the second I start showing this, I see the audience just goodbye. Because I know you guys want this stuff about Japan's bombing us. We're bombing Japan. Canada sold all its gold. Don't go in the charts. This is actually what really, really bothers me or scares me. The system broke, you guys. I'm telling you. The next few days, it's probably going to define a generation. When you see people like Ray Dalio talk,
beginning of the end of the monetary system.
That's a big deal. We are at the end of a monetary system. It's coming to an end, and you're like, good. Yeah, you say that. We could be a lot closer than you think. You absolutely need to be prepared.
As we know it, it's not just the US dollar, it's the fiat monetary currencies. So the UK, the euro, Japan, China all have similar debt problems and so on, and are dealing with the same interrelationships, which is the reason you're seeing gold being chosen by the central banks.
But we have a problem when you see it just down 40%. Like, that's broken. Please continue, Mr.
They want a currency. Gold has always been the main currency, and it's the only non-fiat currency. In other words, not the currency that can't be printed, that they want. And so that's why you're seeing central banks move and sovereign wealth funds move to gold. And that's the nature of the shift of the monetary system.
So at the end of the day, with this shift in this monetary system, gold is money, everything else is credit. In this credit system, he said that 114 years ago. You want to get this. That doesn't mean go get an extra job. I have provided a way. You could do it on your phone. You just need to learn about how to do it first. Then you could go clicking buttons. Learn how to do it before YouTube removes me, Binance removes me, because people don't like what I say. And I'm like, maybe it's time to get your stuff off of Binance. I don't know. Me as a YouTuber, when it's defamatory, when it's like, I'm not sure, I do have $158 billion in reserves. So I think even though people are like, I can't get it off, You got 158 billion. Coinbase has 82. Do whatever you can to collect as much as you can while the going is good, because it is good. Volatility as a swing trader is the greatest thing I've ever seen. That is for digits going up in your account. With that, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.